problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something. That's why I ain't calling. The phone is progression. It's all that I wanted.
Okay. So today I wanted to cover a subject that I've been thinking a lot about recently, just with my own photography, and I think it's going to relate to a lot of people. It's just not something people talk about very much, but it's super important, especially for people that are freelance photographers or entrepreneurs, people that are just like chasing after that kind of freelance dream. So we're gonna go over that subject today, but first we're gonna fly some FPV. We're up here on the mountain, got some fresh snow for the first time this season, and we're gonna fly past some of these like snow cannons here in the background. So stay tuned, should be sick, and let's get it. Yeah, baby. So over the past 7 or 8 years, I've been pursuing photography, videography, content creation, whatever you want to call it. And along the way, through trial and error, I've learned a bunch of different like valuable lessons that I feel like I should vocalize more and I should talk about more, because there's so many people that are also going through the exact same things that I've gone through, or that may feel like they don't have anybody else to relate to. So hopefully this video will do that. Stepping stones matter. All the small pieces in between matter. I've worked so many different jobs outside of photography to allow me to continue pursuing photography. So I worked at, most recently, last year, I worked at FedEx. I was a FedEx driver, I was a FedEx package handler. So every day I'd wake up at 4 a.m., be at the station. I would do package handling from 4 to about 7, and then from 7:30 until 5 in the afternoon, 6 in the afternoon, I'd be a driver delivering packages. So although at the time, it can get super depressing. It can make you feel like you're not progressing or you're not moving forward with what you really want to do. But little did I know, it allowed me to have like a budget to work with. Whereas like just freelance photography, you don't have as much of a budget because you're really picking and choosing with the money that comes in. Another example of this is I worked part-time at a gym. I worked from 4 a.m. till about noon every day. And basically I did that so that I'd wake up really early, be able to have some type of income, and then the rest of the day I could work on YouTube, photography, freelance gigs. So again, it's just these small steps, these small pieces of the puzzle that go into the bigger picture. And it's easy to get caught up, especially with social media these days, to see all these other, big creators that are doing it full time, that are doing it as their career. And it's easy to watch them and get depressed, get upset and feel like your worth isn't there. And I'm speaking from experience, I know that feeling. And it's funny because like, even though, I've gained some type of following on Instagram, and to some people that looks huge, to some people you're like, how are you even working other jobs outside of, photography or Instagram, because you could be an influencer or whatever. And then to me, I look at people that have 100K, 200K, and I go, I think the same thing. Like, how are you not doing this full time? You have this huge brand. So I don't know where I'm going with this, but basically just be careful in comparing your timeline to other people's timelines, because everybody's timeline is different. Some people from at age 19 are traveling the world right now as a photographer. Others, like Casey Neistat, he was like 35, 36 when he started, when he finished like his first year of daily vlogging.
So I've decided Starting today, my 34th birthday, I'm going to make a movie every day.
And that's when he started reaching his highest success. So it's really important not to, car coming. So it's really important not to base your timeline off of others. And that even though, say you are working like a 9-to-5 job right now, but your end goal is to be a freelance photographer or a YouTuber or whatever it is, 1 mile per hour is better than 0. 2 miles per hour is better than 0. As long as you're moving, you're progressing. And there's always ways that you can adapt and you can be better at progressing quicker, right? The end goal is to be able to progress quicker. So maybe you do a 9-to-5 job for a while as you build, and then once you start getting closer and closer to where you can do freelance full time, then you start, maybe you work a part-time job or you fully commit and just go freelance. So I'm kind of going off a tangent now, but I think you guys hopefully understand what I'm saying. Just know that like wherever you're at in your timeline, it's part of the process. You know, I've probably worked 20 jobs. I've probably worked like 12 jobs in the past 2 to 3 years. So many different jobs to get me to where I'm at currently, and every single one was a piece of my puzzle. So again, I'm also on my own timeline. I'm learning, and this has just been such an important lesson that I've learned, and I feel like a lot of people struggle with it, especially with social media these days, just because we compare ourselves constantly to, you know, influencers or content creators that are traveling to Bali, and then they go to Hawaii, and they're always just living this dream life. And obviously what they show on Instagram is what they want you to see, but realistically they are living this dream life, and they got there just like you're gonna get there, through steps, through puzzle pieces that go to the main picture, or to the bigger picture. Hopefully that makes sense. Also, No Shave November. Hope you don't mind my super ugly beard. This is like the first time I've ever grown a beard, and it's actually coming not bad. Thoughts? What do you think? Oh, I got married. That's pretty cool. Me and Joy were living in a little studio apartment that Joy renovated. Awesome, freaking love it. We'll for sure be throwing her in more vlogs in the future. Hope you guys enjoyed this kind of lecture video. Hope you guys enjoy the FPV shots we got. I don't know what they look like, but I got blinded by a freaking snow machine. I couldn't see anything. I had to crash. Okay, I'm just rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you again for always supporting and following along. Let me know if you guys enjoy these kind of lecture styles, because I'm gonna be doing them more in the future. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.
Takes guts. You got to dig down deep to gut it out. Keep on going again and again and again until you make it happen, because you know that it's possible. Now, what do you do during the hard times, Les? Here's what you must do. You must have patience and engage in consistent action. Patience and engage in consistent action. They have something in the Far East called the Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree, every day it has to be watered and fertilized. It's a very hard nut, and it takes 5 years of watering and fertilization every day, according to American Geographics, before it breaks through the ground. At any time, if the watering process and the nurturing and the fertilization process is stopped, the Chinese bamboo tree will die in the ground. Now, once it breaks through in that 5th year, then in 6 weeks it grows 90 feet tall. Now the question is, does it grow 90 feet in 5 years or 6 weeks? The answer is obvious. It takes 5 years. That's how long it took to grow it, to build that foundation, to nurture it, to water it, to build the reputation, to build the credibility, to learn the market, to learn people, to learn yourself, to learn the system, to learn how to do it, to figure it out. That's why you must have patience and engage in consistent action.